Ah, ah, what's up, Fafo? Oh, there's a lot going on in this space. A lot going on in this space. If you see me yawning, it is not because I am bored. It is not because I am tired. There is a heaviness, an energetic heaviness that is in my space, and the way that I regulate my energy is through yawning. So you may see a lot of that today. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Today you get casual, Tessa. You get casual, Tessa, today because that is the mood that I am in. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am just shuffling. This is my favorite oracle deck that I'm shuffling. This is what the back of it looks like. This is the Spell Casting Oracle deck. One of the reasons why I love this deck is because of the diversity in this deck. So glad I'm not alone in this heavy energy shift. No, heavy, 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 heavy energy in this space today. But the diversity in the cards. This is the lighten your load. Look at the imagery. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? This one says lighten your load. Thank you. Thank you so much. This one is psychic ability. Look at that card. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is the spell casting oracle cards. Spell casting oracle cards. And then compassion. Compassion. Beautiful, 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 beautiful cards. Depending on how much energy I have at the end, I will talk about a experiment, a test, another form of play that I'm thinking about doing on another day, on another time. So I'm just going to put those to the side. That's for later. Someone please remind me to talk about this as I'm winding down the show. And yeah, I got some things I want to talk about. If you did not catch the video, I took out, so every week I add some things and I take some things away. I can only have 6 items because I have a 6-sided dice. If I had a 12-sided or a 20-sided dice, I could add more things, but then I'd have more items around. And so it's cluttered enough, right? Again, ADHD, I got tons of stuff all over the place. So if I had like 20 options for every time we roll, this would be like stacked full of stuff. So I keep it at 6. So I keep it at 6 because it's manageable for me. And I don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff. So I removed pouch from the forms and added sigil. Let me tell y'all, I love sigils. I love them. I love them. For those of you who may not be familiar with it, a sigil is a spiritual, an energetic symbol, a symbol with intentions. Some people believe that tattoos are sigils, and they can be, if that is your intent. Just any random, what's some stupid shit that they get tattooed? A heart with an arrow on it. Just because you have a heart with an arrow tattoo and it doesn't have intentions does not make it a sigil. A picture, an image is not a sigil without intention. intent. The intent part is the magic that you put into it, okay? Some things are magical because of the intent other people put into it. There are things that are just magical because they're a part of a community, part of a collective, and they are magical because of that. That's why we don't go fucking with things that are not for us. I'm not going to break into a museum and take something that has been part of a community for thousands and thousands of years and bring it home to my house. I don't know the energy that was put into that thing. That's why a lot of people, when they go shopping and buying things, if they don't already have protections set up in their house, they will cleanse objects before they bring it into your home, because you do not know the energy of something that somebody else may have put into it. I got an arrow underneath the tattoo to symbolize forward movement. Yes, that is intent. That is intent. I have a tattoo, one day I'll show it to you, on my back. It is my family crest. I have a tattoo, it is my family crest on my back. It's the only tattoo that I have right now. I am looking to get another one, but there is intent in my tattoo. Not everybody who has tattoos has a sigil. I've told y'all that I have a chronic illness. I told y'all that I have learning disabilities. I've told y'all that I do things differently than most people. You can go through a whole entire ritual if you want of creating a sigil, doing the crossing out of the letters and drawing it intuitively. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If that is the way that you want to create a sigil, honey, go ahead and do it that way. I prefer using a website. It's easy and it's accessible for me, and I don't have to think beyond my intent. And so this is there's several websites. This one is sigilscribe.me. Sigilscribe.me. And all I have to do is put in my will or my intent. And so for this one, I'm going to quickly type in, I want ease and grace as I prepare to move to Costa Rica. I want ease and grace as I prepare to move to Costa Rica. And the name of this site is sigilscribe.me. So I'm going to put in my intentions, and it's going to automatically cross out the doubles. It's going to automatically get rid of the vowels, and it's going to create a sigil. See that image right there? That image right there is my sigil. And from there, oh, so cool. From there, I can trace it. If I'm really good, I can draw it. I can download it. I can print it. And from there, I can go ahead and put in my intent, use it in a ritual, and use it any way that I want to. I'm not going to go into all the ways that you could use it. I will if we roll a 6 when it comes to the form. If you're interested in learning more about sigil and sigil magic, let me know. And I will create some content about sigils and sigil magics and how to work with it, how to prepare for it, depending on, like, I talk about things from the way that I practice in my spiritual practice. Your practice can look different than mine. You may want to do something a little more elaborate. I go into those things. I go into, here's big picture, and then here's how I've broken it down to the simplest way that I use it for me. Yes, do it, please. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see, anything else I want to talk about? Oh, yes. Something else I want to talk about before we get into the game. I I try not to, I don't consume a lot of online content. And the reason why I don't consume a lot of online content is because I don't want to get distracted by the work that I am called here to do. However, lately, TikTok, because I've been talking about spirituality, has been showing me other content from other spiritualists. Some of the stuff they say I agree with, some of the stuff that they say I do not agree with. This is why we have the gift of discernment. Some of the things that they are saying are not for the collective. Some of the things that they are saying are not for you. Some of the things they are saying may not even be correct. And so you really have to start to tune into your own gifts of discernment. I usually don't pay attention to what other spiritualists have to say. I do not. I need 3, and here's the 3 again, 3 confirmations. If I hear something, most of the time I'll be like, that shit was not for me. I don't know who it was for, but that shit was not for me. If I hear it 3 times, 3 different ways, then I might be like, okay, let me pay attention, because I have a relationship with spirit. Because I have a relationship with spirit, why the hell would they let some random person tell me something that I need to know when they could tell me directly? They could tell me directly. So I don't listen to a lot of things that other people say. Find you somebody that you can listen to and use your own discernment. Use divination. Use divination. Use the tools that were given to you. Hey, is this information I need to know? I can very easily take these same cards that I had, shuffle, pull a card. Hey, that shit that so-and-so was saying, is that something I need to listen to? I pulled a reverse strength card. Chances are, no. I don't need to listen to that shit. Use your gift of discernment. Use divination. Please. Again, there's a lot of false prophets. There's a lot of people who are new. They don't have the experience. They don't have the knowledge. They might have been brought up on Pinterest witchcraft. Not that anything's wrong with it, but if they don't have the information that goes with their practice, they may not be well informed on the things that they are saying. So use discernment. Hey, Famira, how are you? Mwah, so glad to see you here. I have not seen you in forever, dear. I hope things are going well for you. Miss your face. I miss your face. I miss your voice. I miss laughing with you. We are going to have to catch up. Mwah, mwah, mwah. All right, that's all I got to say. It is time for us to get started on our game. For those who are listening in, for those who may be busy doing something, for those that may not be watching or cannot see, I'm going to give a brief description of me. Today is casual day for Tessa. Casual day. I am black. I am fat. I am queer. I have on a hot pink exercise bra? Sports bra. There we go. Sports bra. I have on a black and white sweater. I have on big tortoise colored glasses. My locks are up in a ponytail. My tatas are tataing. And spirit is heavy in my space today. So you may hear me yawn. And like I said earlier, I'm not yawning because I'm tired. I'm not yawning because I am bored. that is just the way that I regulate the energy that's in the space when it is heavy. This is the mushroom and mysticism game, where we roll the dice to create spells and potions based on the mushrooms that I grow here on my urban farm. And so we have all different types of mushrooms, and the dice is going to tell us what type of mushrooms we're going to use. And the dice is going to tell us what type of herbs we're going to use. And the dice is going to tell us what the intention is going to be. And the dice is going to tell us the final form of what it is we are making. This is a game of chance. This is a game that is spirit directed. I never know what we're going to make. And it keeps me interested in the game, and it keeps you from being bored. Marguerite said, jotting is also a way of sign that helps provide more oxygen. Yes, I must need more oxygen. I'm going to be doing some heavy lifting today. That's how I feel. I am going to be doing some heavy lifting today. And so one of the ways that you can help me during this game is that when I ask you to blow, you can blow and bring energy into this space, because I'm going to need it today. We're going to be doing some heavy lifting, right? And there's two different ways you can blow. You can physically blow. And because energy has no bounds, that energy that you're blowing from your space will come over here into my space and will be directed towards the die that I am using. The second way that you can blow, yes, just like that, is to put up the blow emoji. The correct, nope. Look, we all grown here. Make sure you are using the correct blow emoji, okay? I don't want to see no eggplants when I'm saying blow. This is a different type of game. It is a different type of game. So make sure you are using the correct blow emoji. Also, technically, since we're both using our phones, we're communicating through a mirror. Absolutely. This is a mirror. And mirrors are so magical and powerful, which I love. And so the first thing I'm going to ask from all of you out there is to choose which dice. I have this light purple fuzzy dice with white dots that we can use, or I have this bright yellow dice with black dots that we can use. So you get to pick which dice am I going to use in today's game, yellow or purple. Yellow. Oh, guess who has entered the show? Fafo has entered the show. Faf, are you gonna say hi? You're not. You're just gonna interrupt my show. Faf does say hi. He is here. He is the real game master. He's really the one that's in control. Fafo is here. I'm looking to see what color. So far, it looks like yellow's going to take it. Yellow's going to take it. Yellow's going to take it. And yellow is the dice that we are going to be using today. I love data. I had a podcast called The Data Witches, which people are still downloading and still listening to. The Data Cast with the Data Witches. It is amazing. I'm like, people are still eating from all that goodness that Dr. Kimberly and I had years ago. Still can't get enough. So I love data. So I write down everything in my book of shadows, in my grimoire, in my journal, my leather-bound journal. And so I'm going to open it up. And today is December 5th, rent day. For those of y'all who have not paid your rent yet, pay your rent. Don't have late fees. If you can. I almost couldn't pay my rent. A spirit stepped in and paid my rent for the month. It's a whole nother story. One day I'll explain. So today's December 5th, And we are going to be using the yellow dice. Awesome. All right. The first thing, yes, 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 yes. We'll be able to stay here for another month. The data cast with the data witches. Yellow dice. So the first thing we're going to be rolling for is the type of mushrooms that we're going to be using. I have enoki. I have shiitake. I have king trumpets. I have hen of the woods. I have blue oysters. And then I have another kind that I'm not going to show on the camera. Special mushrooms that we can use in our dice game. I just paid my utilities today because I was like, I can't forget this time. Look, the internet just called me and be like, Tessa, are you going to pay us? Tessa, hello. Do you want to have internet for your game? And I was like, yes, I would like to keep my internet for the game. I should probably pay that. As someone with ADHD, even when I have money, sometimes I forget. And I don't trust auto bill pay because one time they paid my shit twice. And it took almost a half a month for me to get my money back. Absolutely the fuck not. I need my money. You can't be keeping my money for a half a month after you weren't supposed to have it in the first damn place. Anyway, we're going to see what kind of mushroom we are going to be working with today. Are y'all ready? Remember when I told you I'm gonna need you? Remember when I told you I'm gonna need you to blow, blow, blow? This is what I'm talking about. Five, can you not knock over my ring light? There is always chaos here, which I don't mind because I used to think I was the bringer of chaos. Clearly, Fafo is the bringer of chaos. On the count of three, we're gonna blow and decide what kind of mushrooms we're gonna be using in our spell today. 1, 2, 3, blow, 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 blow. And roll the dice. And I rolled a 5. And I rolled a 5. And a 5 is a royal trumpet. Ooh. Royal trumpet. So some of you may have never seen this. This is a dehydrated royal trumpet mushroom that I dehydrated right here. This is cousin to all of the oyster mushrooms. This is a cousin to all of the oyster mushrooms. This is just like a really big, fat, juicy oyster mushrooms. If you are looking for like a meat textured substitute, these king trumpets are a really good one. And of course the portobellos are a really, really good one. So let's see, royal trumpet, prosperity, protection, psychic power, and divination. Ooh, we were talking about divination earlier. We'll see where this conversation is going to go. So the energetic properties of this king trumpet mushroom are prosperity, protection, psychic powers, and divination. And so I'm just going to put this in my meow meow bowl. Meow meow bowl. Meow meow bowl. So I have 4 of these. And the other 2 is actually used for Fafo. Fafo actually eats up the other 2. So if he jumps up here and tries to stick his face in the bowl, you know why. Am I a brick house? I see mighty. Is Contessa a brick house? I'm a brick house. I'm mighty. I'm letting it all stand out. Foolish. So I'm going to open up my book of shadows. I'm going to write down that we rolled a 5. And it's the royal trumpet. And I'm also going to write down prosperity, positivity, psychic power, and divination. All right, the next thing we are rolling for in our mushroom and mysticism game is the herb or the ingredients that we're going to be using to help support our king trumpet mushroom. And so today we have marigold, we have instant coffee, we have chamomile, we have white vinegar, rose, and salt. We have not used our white vinegar yet. So we will see if today is going to be the day. Is today the day that white vinegar will make an appearance in our game? On the count of 3, it's time to put them soup. What are these called? Soup cups, soup lips, mouth holes, whatever. Put them lips together. Put them lips together. Stew coolers. Put them soup coolers. Thank you. Put them soup coolers together and blow, blow, blow. 1, 2, 3, blow. And what did we roll? Hot dog, we rolled a 4. And a 4 is, a 4 is vinegar. 4 is vinegar. White vinegar specifically. If you do not have white vinegar, can you use any other color? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you do not have white vinegar, you could also use anything else that is acidic. So if you have any type of citrus juice, you can use that. I love how I use it for, you can use it for fabric softener. You can use it to clean your mirrors with. There's all kinds of things that you can use white vinegar for. Apple cider vinegar, that's actually a really good vinegar. Be careful now if you're buying the Bragg's. They have changed the formula. It is no longer the Bragg's that we used to know and love. So what is the energetic or the magical correspondence with white vinegar? Cleaning and protection. White vinegar is used for cleaning and protection. So I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write down that we rolled a 4. White vinegar. Cleaning and protection. All right. Small recap. We have the royal trumpet. Prosperity, positivity, psychic power, and divination. We will narrow that down as we get through our rolls. As we know more about the intentions, as we know more about the final forms, we will know exactly how we're going to use this royal trumpet. We also have the white vinegar for cleaning and protection. Ooh, I can almost feel the direction of the spell so far. Almost. Remember when I said that there was this heaviness and that I'm going to be doing some heavy lifting? I am not surprised that we're going to be using vinegar for cleaning and protection, because that is some heavy work. Cleaning and protection is heavy work. Ooh, this is exciting, exciting. All right. Y'all who've been rolling with me, you know what this is. And y'all see my face, right? Is this a face of a happy Tessa? No. No. This is not a face of a happy Tessa. This is a face of a Tessa who is pouting because she has not gotten her way. The jar that we keep rejecting. Why won't y'all let me use my jar? This is the mystery jar. This is the mystery jar. And in it, there are things like crystals and cards and other herbs and symbols and essential oils that we can add to the spell. But the only way that I can put my fingers in the magical jar is if I roll the same number twice. And it has been weeks. Look, y'all. This is how I feel when I don't get any, okay? This is almost as intense as when Tessa doesn't get any. I need some mystery jar action. I'm going through withdrawals, y'all. I must get some mystery jar action. And so I'm going to have to roll a 4 on the next roll. I need to roll a 4 on the next roll. So I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to put this right there. So the next thing that we're rolling for is our intention. Our intention. So 4 would be invigoration. 4 for our intended purpose and spell is going to be invigoration. Possibly. I'm not getting a strong feeling with that. Maybe if the jar was so close to the counter, it won't etch your smile. But what if I like it, though? What if I like it? So, these are the intentions that we are working. We are a fool up here, and I like it. I look forward to this show, to this game, every single Tuesday and Thursday. When I tell you this is the highlight of my week. So I love being with Dr. Kimberly on Monday. Like, that is the best. The best. If you are not following Dr. Kimberly, you should. If you are not following the people that are communicating in the chat, you should. You absolutely positively should. They put out amazing content. If you are a deep thinker, okay? Amazing content. Go follow them. So I love doing that on Mondays. I love running the show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. No matter how I'm feeling in the morning, no matter what is achy, I always, always, always have enough to get up and do this show. All right, let's go back into our intention and the purpose of the spell that we are crafting today. So, grounding, abundance, connection, invigoration, protection, and creativity. Foff, do you mind? He is tearing something up. All right, let's go over that again. Grounding, abundance, connection, invigoration, protection, and creativity. What are we going to blow so Tessa can roll and maybe put her hands in the mystery jar? 1, 2, 3, blow, 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 blow. This face says it's not a 4. Do you want to know what it is? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? We rolled a 2. Abundance. 2 is for abundance. Woo! So we rolled a 2. Abundance. All right. Before we roll for our final form, let's go back and recap. All right? Let's go back and recap. Are you ready? And again, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for all the hearts. For those who have given me gifts, thank you for the gifts. I am not being rude. It takes a lot to be the game host. And I am super, super focused. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. So we have our royal trumpet. It looks like prosperity. I'm leaning towards prosperity and divination. I'm feeling prosperity and divination for our, I'm just going to underline that, prosperity and divination for our royal pumpet mushrooms. Okay? We have our white vinegar for cleansing and protection. Ooh. Ooh. I'm going to underline cleansing. And then we just rolled a 2 for abundance. All right? So what I'm hearing so far is prosperity, divination, cleansing, and abundance. I'm going to narrow this down one more time, because we're about to roll and see what the final form is going to be. Are we going to be making a tea, elixir, something that we can drink? We made a broth a couple of times before. So anything that can be warmed and we can drink. Are we going to be making a salt blend? Something that we could sprinkle on our food. Are we going to be dressing a candle with whatever it is that we're making? Are we going to be using it as an anointing oil, usually on our heads, on our scalp, around our third eye, our crown chakras? Are we going to be creating a bath soak where we're going to be making a tea and actually sitting in it? Or, our new thing, are we going to be making a sigil, a spiritual symbol, a spiritual picture? Are y'all ready? Whew. It's time to blow. Now, if I roll another 2, we can go into our mystery jar. And a 2 is a salt blend. Are y'all feeling salty? Are y'all feeling salty? If you're feeling salty, think 2. If you're feeling salty, think 2. So I can put my hands in the mystery jar. Clearly, I have, don't tell nobody because I don't want my black card to get revoked. Not really big on rhythm. Can't really sing too well either. So on the count of 3, we are going to roll to see what the final form of this spell or potion is going to take. 1, 2, 3. Blow, 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 blow. And roll. And we rolled a 5, which is not a 2, but I will take a 5. And we're going to be making a bath soak. Woo. You may be thinking, Tessa, I don't want to soak in a bunch of vinegar. Boo, it's just a drop. It's a drop of vinegar. A drop of vinegar, I promise you, a drop of vinegar is not going to do anything to your body physically. This is for spiritual, okay? It's just enough to have an impact on you spiritually. When you were talking about cleaning, I was like, oh, I should probably do a spiritual bath. Boom. Boom. I don't like to assume a lot, so I just let this take control, but I was also thinking spiritual bath. For those who may be sensitive to baths, for those who may not like being fully wet, you can make a bath, a salt scrub and use it in the shower. You could also use it on just your hands for those who may not want to be wet. I know a lot of times when it's cold, you may not want to be in and out of the cold. You may not like having the wet drip on you, especially those who are sensitive to temperature changes. those of us who are sensitive to textures. So there are other ways that you can do this. If you are finding that you want to use this bath soak, but you do have sensitivities, feel free to inbox me and we will work out a way that you can use this as well. And that is for anything that we create. Everything can be modified. I'm going to say this again. Everything can be modified. There is absolutely nothing wrong with modifying something so that you can use it. It does not weaken the spell. It does not weaken the intent. Okay? My hands and feet to cleanse. Yes, girl. I keep a space heater in the bathroom. Yes, a space heater does wonders, but some of us may not be able to use a space heater, and some of us, it just might be the wetness. I knew someone who did not like feeling the wetness drip down their arms. And because of that, they had issues with bathing. And so there are alternative ways to bathe to where you don't have to feel water running down your arms or down your legs or down your back or whatever it is. There are always a different way to do things. So let's recap. We have our royal trumpet. We're going to be using for prosperity. We're going to be using our royal trumpet as prosperity. We have our white vinegar. And our white vinegar is going to, our white vinegar is going to be used to clean Let's get started. Let's get started. Again, when you're making a bath soak, what you do not want to do is, I don't care what you see on Pinterest. I don't care what you see from these influencers. Do not fuck up your pipes at home. Do not fill your bathtub with all these mushrooms and all these herbs and all this shit. It will fuck up your pipes. What you're going to do is you're going to take the ingredients, you're going to put it in a pot, and you're going to slowly simmer it to make a tea. You're going to strain out all the solids, and you're going to pour that liquid tea into your bath. This ain't about being cute. This ain't about taking no damn pictures. This is a spiritual bath. I don't know where we got the idea that spirituality is supposed to be pretty. Most of the shit that I make looks like mud. Most of the shit that you're going to make is going to look like mud. When you're scratching shit into a candle, it doesn't have to be pretty. When you're anointing your head, your forehead's going to be shiny, okay? It's not pretty. This is work. And sometimes work is messy. And sometimes work is ugly. And it is okay. Don't be taking pictures of this shit and putting it on the fucking internet. This is for you. Some shit you need to keep to yourself. This is for you. So we're going to take. Woo! Thank you for sending me energy. Thank you for sending me energy. I told y'all this is going to be a heavy lift today. It's going to be a heavy lift. After I get done with this, I will probably take a nap. So I'm taking off. Again, you only need a little bit. See how much? I had this whole entire mushroom. I'm a vessel. Sometimes when they got shit to say, they'll come in, they'll say it, and they'll leave. You will hear my voice change. You will hear the volumes change. Sometimes you will get accents. When they got some shit to say, they will say it. Sometimes my eye color will change. Sometimes I'll go from being right-handed to left-handed. If you pay attention, you will know when spirit has entered into my body and have left. You only need a little bit of the mushrooms. So we have our royal trumpet mushrooms, and this is prosperity. And we're going to remember that we don't have to call in prosperity. We don't have to call in prosperity. We don't have to manifest prosperity. We already are prosperous. We already are. Why? Because we have the knowledge and the wisdom from everybody who came before us and everybody who came after us. And to be quite honest with you, it's not the money that you want. Because if somebody were to give you a large sum of money right now, you would spend that shit on something else other than what it is you truly desire. And that's not your fault. Because you were raised in a society where you come last, where your desires don't matter. So you will do shit like paying bills. Not that anything's wrong with it. Bills got to get paid. You will do shit like giving to somebody else. You will do shit like giving to your kids. There's nothing wrong with that. We have to take care of our children. But the thing that you want most is not money. You want the thing that money provides. So when you are asking spirit for abundance, don't ask for the money. Ask for the thing. Because the thing can be given to you without the money. I'm going to say that again. The thing can be given to you without the money. You don't want the money. You don't need the money. You want the thing. Ask for the thing. Woo. So as you're putting the mushrooms into your container to make your bath soak, to make the tea, you're going to ask for the thing that you desire, not the money. Don't ask for money. Stop asking for money. Spirit's not an ATM fucking machine. Stop asking for money. Ask for the thing. 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 And here comes the vinegar. And you might be like, Tessa, what is the vinegar for? What are we going to use the vinegar for? We got to wash out your brain. We're going to have to wash out your brain and make new neural pathways, because we're going to have to change the way that you think and relate to money. You have trauma when it comes to money. And we're going to have to cleanse that brain of yours so that you can think differently about money and abundance. Abundance has nothing to do with things, even though it's okay. We need things. We need things. We all need things. But abundance has nothing to do with things. Abundance can come in the form of resources. Abundance can come in a form of you sitting at a cafe and running into someone who has the same thing that you've been begging for. They have the key to the thing that you need most for your business, for your house, for your relationships. And so all we need is a drop of vinegar to rewire, to cleanse all the negativity we have around prosperity. Where's my cap? I don't want to. And then in my bath soak, I use Epsom salt. If you don't have Epsom salt, you can just use regular salt. And salt, again, is used for cleansing. And so it's just going to amplify the cleansing in the vinegar. You're just going to take, you don't need to make a lot of this. You don't need to make a lot. And you're going to take this, put it in some water, boil, simmer, 10 minutes. Strain out all the solids. Put it in your bath. And as you are sitting in the bath, you're going to remind yourself about the thing that you want, the thing that you desire. Be truthful and be honest. This is not a time to be bullshitting. This is not a time to ask for things that you think you should be asking for. Spirit knows your heart, and until you are honest with yourself, Spirit's not going to answer that prayer, that affirmation, that intentions. Why? That's not what you want. It's time to get real. It's time to be real clear. There is a shift. There is something that happened over the weekend where Spirit is calling you to stand in your truth. Either you're going to stand in your truth or get the fuck out the way. If you claim to be a spiritualist, it is time for you to stand in your truth or get the fuck out the way. Because they're calling us. They're going to be calling us. We need healers. We need seers. We need people who can divine. We need people who can speak the messages from beyond the grave. We need people who can birth babies. We need people who can grow food. We need people who know how to find water. We need people who can build things by hand. We're being called. And if you're not going to walk in your truth, then move and get out the motherfucking way. Even if you are not a spiritualist, you still have a lane. You still have a place. There are things that you are going to be called to do. But you need to know what it is that you want and you desire. Some of us are going to have a real tough time, and some of us aren't. And it starts by standing in your fucking truth. Woo! And that, my dears, is the end of the mushroom and mysticism game. I'm going to bring you close. Because I want to have a little talky talk with you. And so I brought you close. We good? I know. I was hitting hard. I was in some of y'all business. I'm sorry. I'm a messenger. It was not a personal attack, I promise you. I promise you it was not a personal attack. I love you. I do. Just the messenger. Sorry, not sorry. Shit needed to be said. And so this is the time in the game when I ask, how y'all doing? How you feeling? Stay out my business. I am a mirror. Yes. How are you feeling? Did you learn something new about the trumpet mushroom? Did you learn something new about vinegar? Did you learn something new about the hostess with the mostest? That would be me. Most importantly, did you learn something new about you? It is always my desire that at the end of this show, that there's at least one thing that you can take with you and chew on and think on and use during the week. And if you just so happen to make this potion or this spell at home, let me know. Right now, I have everything up to Thanksgiving up on YouTube. So all the replays up to Thanksgiving are on YouTube. So if you miss something, you can go and you can watch it, and you can make these spells and potions at home. At home. Let me read some of this. Thank you for all this. I was right where I needed to be today. Oh, I'm so glad for Mira. I am having when a Harry met Sally and she's eating a sandwich moment responding, yes. Yeah, think about how we can amplify Tessa. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you so much for showing up, for all of the comments. I really do love that. I have some energy left, and so I want to talk about my oracle cards that if you were here in the beginning, you saw me shuffling, and I showed it to you. I want to play in a different way, because you know I have the 2 shows in the morning. They're at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I want to do something in the evening time at least one day. And I was thinking about using these oracle cards and using them as a storytelling tool. So what I would do is I would pull 4 cards. One would be the main character. So for example, this would be the main character card. And I would ask you, this is the happiness card. And I would ask you, what do you see? Tell me about the main character. And we'll start to create a story about who this main character is and what is going on in their life. And then I would pull 3 more cards that adds to the story. And we would start to build this story around this character, because I love storytelling. And of course, I love all magical things. Not most magical things. Most magical things. And I think it'd be fun. And I don't think anybody else is doing anything like this in the evening. And so that is my plan of what I want to do in the evening. And so my big question is, can I practice with y'all? Like this Thursday, instead of having our regular mushroom and mysticism game, can we practice with the cards? And that way you guys can offer me advice, let me know how I can do things differently, and I can kind of role play it with you. Let me know how y'all feel about that, and I will take down the description for Thursday, and I will put this up as what we will try on Thursday. Now the next week we'll go back to having 2 mushroom and mysticism games on Tuesday and Thursday, but just for this Thursday, I would love for my people to help me kind of work this out. Yes, I'm seeing all kind of yeses. Yeah, I just love y'all. Thank you so much. So I will put that on the calendar for Thursday. Mwah. All right. Whew. I am spent. It's a good kind of spent. Like, I need a cigarette. I need a booty rub. I need to be snuggled. I need someone. I need a little bit of nurturing right now. And so I am going to go and make me a nice cup of tea. And I'll probably go to take a nap. Thank you again for joining me, for loving me, for supporting me. And I will see y'all on Thursday. Have a great week now. Bye. Aftercare is important. Aftercare is important in all things. Bye now.